Today we're going to go over the 3 most common mistakes you'll see on the forehand. Most people will run to the ball and then get set. And in fact, we want to make just a small change, very subtly. We're going to turn your shoulders and then move to the ball. This is why when you watch the pros play, they look like they've got so much time, and that's because they've already got their racket to the side. If you go to the ball and then turn your shoulders, you're quite often going to find that you're late and then your contact's a little bit far back, which leads to skying the ball, and it's quite jarring on the shoulder. The second issue in that initial turn on the forehand is taking the racket back too far. So you can imagine if you take the racket back all the way back here and then you move to the ball, it's quite awkward to move towards the shot, but also it's not the best setup. You can see my pec is stretched here. I don't have a lot of control with the racket. I can't see it. So when we turn, we want to just keep that racket in that position, okay? If I didn't turn my shoulders, I've just gone from here, the ready position, into that position, okay? So just turn, racket up. A variety of that problem is that instead of the racket going back, we just see the racket going down, okay? And this is going to shorten your backswing considerably. So if I take my racket down, I've got from here to contact to make as much racket head speed as I can. Whereas if I start upwards, I can drop the racket with gravity in aid of my racket head acceleration. So you'll see it goes from there to there and then up. That's twice the distance as just from down to contact. Okay, so try and get that racket stays up, similar height to your ready position, or if you want to get even more acceleration through the racket swing, then you can take the racket up quite high, and then you're going to have more acceleration by the time the racket drops down. So I've come back on another day. As you can see, the sun is finally shining again, and we're going to go over the 3rd most common problem that I see in the forehand take back, and that is when the racket goes back, the left arm goes forwards, opening up the chest. Now, the real problem with this is that you have to use the left arm to throw the shoulders round, and if your arm's already open, then your shoulders are already open, and what's going to happen is you're going to hit it with just the shoulder instead of using that big muscle group and the full body rotation. Now, a common sign that you've got your left hand in the wrong position and it's out in front is that when you go to hit your shot, your arms cross over. Okay, and it's really common amongst many tennis players, and what's going to happen is you're going to try and generate all of your power from just the shoulder. You're not going to be able to use those big muscle groups, which can cause injuries, and of course you're not going to get nearly as much power or spin if you can't use those big muscle groups. So instead of opening up with your arm in front, put this left arm perpendicular to the baseline, or even better, if you can just bring it a little bit further back, like the most advanced players, then you're going to allow yourself to get more rotation as that left arm goes through, pulls the shoulders through, and then the racket comes through. Okay, so that concludes my 3 most common problems I see on the forehand take back. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash a like. I'm James Armstrong, and I'll see you on the next one.